What is going on, you legends? Today we're going to be reacting to the UFC 294 pre-fight press conference. I hope some drama goes down. This channel is a nice blend of fighting, fitness. We haven't spoke about fitness much recently, and a bit of internet drama. So if we can have some drama at this press conference, then that would be absolutely amazing. Big shout out to Volkanovski and Kamaru Usman for saving this fight card, because it was looking a little bit dire at one point. I mean, the card itself isn't really that stacked, but I believe with this rematch between Volkanovski and Islam, and then Hamzat being on the come up, going against Usman, who's on a 2-fight losing skid, there's a little bit of interest behind it. So let's watch this press conference together. I haven't watched any of it yet, so it's going to be a live reaction.
This is a question for Islam Makhachev. First of all, how good does it feel to be back in Abu Dhabi and repaying the favor of fighting in enemy territory against Alex?
Oh, feel great. Look at the people. They're all on my side now. Man, last time in Australia, brother. Everything is changed. Everything is changed.
Islam,
He needs all the advantages he can get. That's all he thinks about. I don't need none of that.
Brother,
I've got these. That's all I worry about.
You don't
mate.
need. I need this, brother.
Did Islam just say, I need this, brother? Alluding to the fact that he needs the crowd in order to win.
I rely on my skills, not crowds, not nothing.
Everybody know what you need. Just money. That's it.
Islam, actually, I'd like to ask you about that. Yesterday, you said you felt that Alex was just here for a payday. Do you not believe he's here to try and really win that belt?
Man, what he put? Nothing. He just come to make money. He not brings his belt. I put my win streak. I put my belt. I'm gonna be here. Before I'm here, he never be champion in my division.
But one thing I will say about that, I don't know what mentality or mindset he has. I want to avenge my losses. You know what I mean? It burns me when you know what I mean? I didn't get my hand raised. That hurts me. Now I have to do it on 12 days' notice. And I'm okay with that. I accept that, and I'm ready to put on a show.
Yeah, if this was the other way round, Islam would not be taking this fight. Saying that he's only in it for the money, I don't think that's an accurate representation, because, like, Volk didn't know if this rematch was guaranteed. There's so much stuff that can happen within the UFC, within these divisions, that's unpredictable. And, you know, who knows, Islam could have lost against someone else, and then before you know it, Volk doesn't get his rematch. So Volk knew that his back was against the wall. He was stuck in the corner. He had to take this fight. But if it was the other way round, I don't think Islam would have took the fight on 12 days' notice.
Say thanks to me. I can choose any other opponent. We have Gamrot, we have Poirier, everybody ready for fight to the belt. But I give you second time chance.
But everyone wants this rematch anyway, so we're going to put on a show.
Just say thank you. That's it.
Islam, you said in that first fight you didn't really appreciate how good he could be. So what was the biggest thing you learned from that?
Hamzat is literally on his phone right now. He does not care.
First fight.
Man, of course he is good. If you want to finish him or if you have to beat him, he never give up. He gonna fight 5 rounds. Doesn't matter how many days short is or it's nothing means. He's gonna fight. That's why we will show best fight again. We're gonna show good fights for all the people who are waiting for.
For you, Alex, when you hear the things he's saying about you're here for the paycheck and stuff, do you feel like he's underestimating you again?
No, I don't think that. I think he obviously, he just said, he knows I ain't going to give up. He knows that I'm a professional, and I turn up every single time. You know, I believe I'm one of the best fighters in the world. You know, I believe I am the best fighter in the world. So I'm happy to do that. I can step in the training room whenever I want and expect a good performance out of myself. Yeah, a lot's on the line here, but hey, we get to put on a show for everyone around the world, everyone here in Abu Dhabi, and I can't wait for it.
You've both said that you're going to come out and really push for the finish this time. Do you think this will be a technical fight, or can you see this being a firefight in the middle where someone gets a finish early?
I mean, obviously there's going to be a lot of skill involved, but hey, I've made it clear. They know what's happening. Like, I ain't here to play it safe. I can't afford to play it safe. I'm going in for the kill, and that's it. You know what I mean? So it's kill or be killed, you know, and that's that.
Islam, for you, how does this fight finish, and how different is it from the first time round?
First time many things happened before the fight, but now everything is changed. You can ask Dana, tell the people who is the beginning the scale that time. Everything is changed now, and I'm gonna try to finish him, because after last fight we have many questions. Everything I will finish here. All answers is gonna be Saturday night.
Yeah, so Islam is alluding to the fact he had problems with the rehydration in Australia last time, because Australia have certain things about you're not allowed to use a sauna and certain rehydration clauses that Islam wasn't used to and wasn't prepared for. So he's kind of used that as a little bit of an excuse as to why he wasn't as good last time. Was it that, or was it just the fact that Volk was so good?
Question for Kamaru Usman. Kamaru, not only have you stepped in on late notice to take this fight, now it feels like people are trying to give you injuries that you might not even have. There was this viral clip that went around yesterday. I know that you addressed it earlier. For the people who don't know, your knees are fine heading into this fight.
A bit of hesitation there.
I'm fine. That's just how rumors start. You know, somebody posts something and then everyone starts jumping on it, and then all the doctors start jumping on it. Knees are fine. They will be put to use this Saturday.
Yesterday,
Well, we know his knees aren't fine because he's publicly stated that they're kind of jacked up. It's just how fine are they?
Hamzat said that he was the new version of you, the iPhone Pro to your iPhone 5. Do you see some similarities in Hamzat to you?
Yeah, I mean, he's tough. He can wrestle, he can grapple, he can strike. You know, but like I said yesterday, whether it's a new iPhone or older iPhone, guess what? They both make calls. They both work. And the new one might not fit in your pocket, so...
Where do you think you find success against this guy, this hurricane that's going to come at you?
Well, that's my will against his. When we get in there, it's you know, unfortunately, like Sean Strickland says, you know, we're going to do the man dance. And, you know, when my will up against his, we'll see who starts to unravel first.
Somebody come to dancing, man. I'm here to kill somebody here. It's the different here. I'm not dancing in the cage.
Hopefully you don't die in the process.
I come and smash your face, bro. Sorry.
Hamzat, you were meant to fight Paulo Costa, but do you believe Kamaru is a harder fight for you?
I don't care, man. Hard, easy, doesn't matter, man. I'm here to win, man. To win. Smash that guy, take my money, be happy, do something else. Anyway.
Do you believe by beating Kamaru it proves that you're already one of the best in the world, even though you're just starting your career in earnest?
What?
Do you believe by beating Kamaru it proves that you're as good as everyone's been saying?
I am the best.
Questions for Alex. After your first fight, you said there were moments in there that you felt, upon rewatching, you know, you could have taken advantage of maybe to get the victory. So I'm curious, what are some of those moments, and how much of a change are you bringing into this against Islam?
Oh, man, I've already put it out there. Obviously, I showed Islam a lot of respect. It's well-deserved respect. You know, they've got a great team. He's a great fighter. So I showed him the respect, but I believe I can back myself a lot more this time. And as I've said, I've got no choice but to back myself. So I'm going full steam ahead, and that's one dangerous man when I'm doing that.
I'm liking Volkanovski's confidence. Obviously, it's like he's had a full training camp, but this is Volk for you. He's always like this. The question is, will his technique and his cardio gas tank be able to actually hold up because he's only had 12 days notice?
Similar question for Islam. When you do rewatch the first fight, were there moments in there that you felt you could have taken advantage of and maybe you could have finished him in the first fight?
You know, soon or later his fight have to happen because I won the rematch and Alex won the rematch. But last time I beat him 4 rounds, just last round he won. I just give him chance to last minute. But this fight, everything is gonna change. I want to finish him and finish all this talk about this fight.
Islam won 4 rounds, yeah, but those rounds were close. If we're splitting hairs, that's what you've got to actually talk about in the first fight. It wasn't a complete mow-over of Alex Volkanovski.
Going off of that, how much of the talk where fans, maybe they scored it for him, did that bother you? And is that the big reason why you wanted this rematch?
No, it's not bother me. I beat him already, but I want to smash everybody, you know. I want to finish everybody because everybody expect I finish him first time, but he's a strong, you know. He gave me good time there, hard time, and I have many things before the fight, but here, everything on my side. I have time for the...
What things? Get it out there. What things?
Man, when the beginning event in Australia? When? 5 in the morning?
Well, 5 in the morning what? Well, you're telling me 30-something hours
What
isn't
time
enough?
we fight? What time?
How many hours
10,
do you need rehydration?
10 a.m. I need, usually
Mate,
what we have.
I don't need any of that. I'll fight on zero hydration.
You don't need nothing, just money. Everybody know why you come.
You say that I need the
how much?
excuses. Let's go, guys.
Tell the people how much more they give you for the took the fight.
Hey?
How much you make money?
It's well deserved, mate. Don't worry about that. But hey.
Now you are...
Why is Islam so focused on money? It's like he can't fathom the fact that Volkanovski has took the fight on late notice and it's only for money. How much more money? Tell them, brother, tell them how much more money they give you. Alexander Volkanovski is one of the best paid fighters on the UFC roster anyway, and I guarantee Islam is too. I don't know what he's trying to get at there.
I understand.
Mate, what do you mean? I'm here. Hey, I'm in my prime, as you can see, and I got that dog in me. I don't know if you can see that, but I got a nice dog.
Prime
so I'm ready to put on a show. I back myself every single time. I don't
just
need
make
10
money,
extra hours
shut up and go
rehydration.
home.
You rely on the hometown advantage, 10 extra hours rehydration. I back my skills, that's it.
Question for Kamaru. Come on, right here. I'm sorry. At Media Day yesterday, Hamzat said, mountain wrestling is superior to U.S. wrestling. So I'm curious, what type of fight are you expecting from Hamzat if it does come to the wrestling in the octagon?
Said what?
He said that mountain wrestling would be U.S. wrestling. So I'm curious, what do you expect from him on Saturday?
I mean, we're not wrestling. We're fighting. So whether mountain wrestling or Sweden wrestling, it doesn't matter. We're gonna step in there and we're gonna mix it up. So I've already said it before. I might not be the best striker, I might not be the best grappler, but when it comes to mixing it up, I'm the best in the world.
Kamaru is good at mixing it up, but something about this fight tells me that it might actually be a stand-up match. And I do think if Hamzat takes Usman down, he won't be able to get back up because of his knees.
And I'm curious, Kamaru.
That's why you has lost, yeah, bro. What? That's why you lost twice or third time. I don't know.
That's what?
If you're the best, why you lost then? Last 2 fights you lost. I'm asking.
Hey, shit happens. This is life. But I guess that's a lesson that you need to learn.
That don't mean you're best. I mean, like, if you're the best in the world, man, you can't lose the fight. Why are you losing the fight?
You're right. But that's part of being
I think Usman has also got hearing problems too.
human, and that's a lesson I guess I have to teach you.
Yeah, you're a good fighter, but not my level, man. I don't think so. You can't teach me anything. You're too old for that, man.
It's true. You can think that.
Start to be a coach in the gym. It's better for you. It'll be healthy for you. Start to be a coach. It's better for you. Maybe it'll be healthy for you.
He's telling Usman that he needs to be a coach. Usman, come on. How are you not hearing this?
Just to talk about that, too, when you talk about Shaun Jones at that time when that happened, that's the other thing about the sport right now. Not only the fighters are they willing to step up, but the coaches. A lot of these guys go to their coaches and their coaching staff and say, we're being offered this fight on short notice. Shaun Jones coaches told him not to do it. The coaches that are involved in the game now here today are behind them 100% and saying, yeah, we believe you're the best in the world. Let's absolutely take this fight. So the mentality between the camps, the fighters, everybody right now is completely different than it's been in the past.
Dana, shots fired at Shaun Jones' coaches there.
Nico Pajarillo from Fox Sports in Australia. This one firstly for Islam Makhachev. Islam, last time around in February in Perth, you said you wanted to show off your striking. You wanted to knock out Alexander Volkanovski. What about this time around? What's the plan?
But I try, brother, but this guy is so tough. I try landed many good punches, but this time maybe some choke or something, but I will try to finish him. Believe me.
This one now for Alexander Volkanovski. Volk, last time around there was a bit of trash talk. Australians don't have wrestling, etc. This time around there's been no mention of that. Why do you think that is?
Well, we got to settle that in February, you know what I mean? So that's done and dusted. Like I said, we're doing it this weekend. All questions will be answered, and the world gets to see it, and it's happening sooner rather than later, and I'm pumped for it.
What's the chances of Volk finishing Islam? Quite small. What's the chances of Makhachev finishing Volk? Fairly high, especially on the short notice.
Dana, this next one's for you. Dana, what does Paulo Costa's future look like in the UFC, considering...
Don't ask questions about that shit, man. Come on.
Considering he pulled out of two...
The guy went home, man. Shit himself, man.
Oh, would you ask about Paulo Costa? I didn't hear you, but I assume.
Need that guy here, man. It'll fuck him up, man.
Hamzat getting angry, slamming the mic down.
Listen, I could say this. I know this isn't a popular answer for him right now, but listen, Paulo Costa could be a pain in the ass, no doubt about it, but he's seriously injured.
Be honest, brother. He shit himself. That's why he's running.
Question for Islam. Islam, you said that you would like to fight the winner of Leon Edwards and Covington. But there's also Bilal Muhammad. He's in line to fight for the championship. He's one of the people that you did camp with. He's your Muslim brother. Are you willing to let him go first and have a chance at a championship before you?
I just say I won't, but I'm not make decision. Ask this guy, he make decision. I just want my chance because 2 times I give the chance from guy from other division, and I need my chance now.
Hey, that'll be interesting though. Islam going up to welterweight. He's a big lightweight when you actually look at him. He's got a lot of a bigger frame than Khabib did, and there was a lot of talks of Khabib going up to welterweight. So that would be very interesting.
Dana, 2 years ago we interviewed you and you said that you need some Indian fighters. Now we have Anshul Jubli, and you recently signed Pooja Tomar. What do you have to say about the promise in Indian MMA? So
what's the question? What do I think about it? Yeah, listen, you know that I've been looking all over the world for fighters from every part of the world. So, yeah, we've been excited about India and looking for talent throughout India, Asia, everywhere else. So, yeah, no, we're very excited about it.
I think the reason why everyone booed that is because in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, they have all the Indians on the buses going to do all the manual labour.
We eventually want to go everywhere. Hey, what's wrong with India? What's everybody shitting on India for?
That's what I mean.
Hostile in here. Yes, sir. We will come to India. I don't know when. We have no plan right now, but you know, I want to go everywhere.
Yeah, is someone fill me in? What was all those boos about? Just on the India questions.
For Islam, Volkanovski said yesterday that if the roles were reversed, he could guarantee Islam wouldn't have taken this fight. Islam, if the roles were reversed, would you have taken this fight?
Man, if you ask him, come to Abu Dhabi with his belt, he never come. What he lose here, Brent? Nothing. No win streak, no belt. I put everything, all risk in my side. That's why he come. He give him money, just come. That's it. But if UFC told him, hey, bring your belt and come, he never come to Abu Dhabi.
Can you say that with certainty, though? Because if it was Islam coming down to fight Volkanovski, he probably would be game for it because he understands it's a big, massive fight and it's a legacy fight. And he didn't answer the question, though, either. If it was the other way round, would Islam have taken the fight on 12 days' notice? Probably not. He avoided the question there.
Alex, if you beat Islam, would you rather fight him for the third time, or you will go down to fight Ilya Tapuria, who is waiting for you for the long time?
That's a big question. I want to do January. I said I'm pretty much booked. I was booked for January. Obviously, I've got a job to do this weekend. I plan on winning that, and we'll see what's next. But I definitely want to be active. I proved that time and time again. So we'll see what happens after I take that belt this weekend.
Yeah, I'm absolutely hyped for that Ilya Tapuria fight because he's probably the only prospect in that division who's the standout. Apart from Max Holloway, who else in the featherweight division is really a standout as much as Ilya Tapuria? That fight will be fireworks. I still think Volkanovski gets it done.
If you were called with 11-day notice and you were asked, for instance, to fight for a welterweight title, would you take that opportunity?
No.
Смотри, мы не в одинаковых позициях. Я уже его побил.
Look, there is absolutely nothing that Alex has at stake. He's already lost to me before. He's not putting his streak on the line. He's not putting his belt on the line. I'm not joking about it. He's only here for the money. He was asked to get some money, and he's here to get it. He's not losing anything, and if I was asked to do the same thing, and if I was in his position, I would come and I'd fight for the belt, no question about it.
Okay, so he answered it. He said that he would fight for the belt. Okay.
Volk, do you realize that in a Saturday night you will be fight with another Islam Makhachev? He will be stronger, he will be tougher than he was in Australia.
Why? Because why?
Because he is in a better shape in February.
Why, you're telling me that him rehydrating for 30-something hours isn't enough? He's going to be stronger with 40 hours? Is that really what we're relying on over here? You don't back your skills? I don't get it. I don't get it. I back my skills. That's the difference. I really don't get it.
I show you everything.
You're going to show what?
Be patient. I show you.
Yeah, what's that?
I show you my power and everything Saturday night.
Oh, so you didn't have that power February?
Yeah, I don't.
Because you only had 30-something hours.
Not 30.
That wasn't
not
enough.
30, man.
That's
not
30 hours, mate.
Man.
30 hours.
No, not 30.
30 hours, mate.
No. You don't need time for
I don't know what world you're living in, mate. I don't need more than 30 hours to rehydrate.
Man, I wake up
I'm a
early
fighter.
morning.
I will turn up and I back my skills. That's why I'm here today.
You believe this?
12 days notice. Yeah?
You believe
I'm the man. We'll see.
Please.
What Islam has to understand is that he's coming down from... He probably walks around at like 180 pounds. Alexander Volkanovski had to falsely inflate his physique. He had to come up to 155 pounds. He can argue about a 10-hour rehydration window, rehydration clauses. He still had the size and strength advantage. Now, that being said, Islam will be better than last time because he has had more time to hone his skills and he's still in his prime. Once again, Volkanovski kind of avoided that question. He started talking about the hydration as opposed to just the fact that Islam's had more time practicing and working on his technique and that. So I do think it's going to be a very tough fight for Volk. And then you throw in the mix that he's had no training camp and he only came off his elbow surgery. If you look at like the recovery after surgery, he probably only just recovered about 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks ago.
Question for Dana White. Do you think that this fight that we got, UFC 294, is going to make better numbers and going to be louder and better than the Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury fight?
I would certainly hope so. I would certainly hope so, yeah. I mean, listen, let's be honest, without smashing anybody here, these are the best fighters in the world in each weight class. That's what you want to see. I mean, you want to see the best fight the best. You know, these two right here and these two right here are the best. I would say yes, sir.
Yeah, Dana White wanted to say, you don't want to see that circus act. That ain't the real fight. This is the real fight. This is what people want to see right here.
But I'm pretty biased.
Also, quick interjection. Damn, I am orange. I need to change my camera settings. This is quite funny, but I've had some people in my comments who've said, you're biased towards Dylan Dennis on the Misfits build-up, or you're biased towards Tommy Fury. Yes, and who cares? Like, it's called rooting for someone. Everyone has got a natural bias, and I've got no shame in saying that, but I will also try and present two sides to the argument. I'm not an MMA or boxing fight journalist or an analyst or a commentator. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel who enjoys fighting. So yeah, sometimes I am biased. If you don't like it, fuck off. Right, okay, that was the press conference then. It was okay. It wasn't exactly super exciting. There was a few back and forths, but it's hard when there's the language barrier. It's always going to be that way with people like Islam and Hamzat. You're not going to get proper fireworks with press conferences like these. I would have liked to have seen some questions about Volkanovski's surgery and his recovery, because, you know, there was the questions about Kamaru Usman's knees. There was questions about Islam's rehydration, but no one asked Volk about his surgery recovery. I would have liked to have seen Kamaru Usman get involved a little bit more. We had Islam talking about Volkanovski's money a lot. No one's getting in each other's heads here. They both respect each other. They both know that they're coming to bring it, and they both know that they're both very skilled. Islam's got the hometown advantage. He's not going to be dehydrated. He's not going to underestimate Volkanovski this time. So I'm siding with Islam on this one. Comment down below who you think's going to take this home and what you thought of this press conference. I'm going to do an official prediction video tomorrow, and we'll start covering more UFC content, a little bit more fitness content, and also when the boxing events pop up. So make sure you like the video and subscribe with that notification bell turned on. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow.